Hey guys, MrColin96 here. Now I know this is some dodgy lighting. Don't hate me for it. I have to use my, or I don't have to, but using my webcam for this video, doing a deck profile on dragonsworns. For those of you that don't know what dragonsworns are and think they're chaos dragons, they're the brother of chaos dragons, which is a lightsworn deck with dragons in it. When a chaos dragon deck is a dragon deck with lightsworns in it for support. So yeah, that's the difference between these two decks. Also, I need your viewers' opinion. Let me know whether you like the webcam videos better, whether you like the iPod videos better, or whether you would like them both. So like I could do an intro with my iPod and switch into my webcam, or do an intro with my webcam and switch into my iPod, or something like that. Let me know. But yeah, let's get into this deck. There we go. Okay, so this deck's a pretty simple deck. For single monsters, you run one Light Pulsar, one Eclipse Wyvern. Yeah, this deck has a few proxies in it because I'm buying them off of Ideal tomorrow. So other than that, this deck is finished. One Chaos Sork. There also is a BLS, but I forgot to proxy it. But it will be in here when I buy them because I'm buying one tomorrow. I wasn't gonna run Chaos Sork, but then I'm like, I'll take Chaos Sork until I buy a BLS. Then I've decided once I get BLS, I'm going to run Chaos Sork and BLS, which is better. Double banish power if you get them both on the field. And then Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon and Gauze. Okay, so for the dragon counterpart, you've got an Eclipse Wyvern, a Light Pulsar, and a Red Eyes Darkness Metal, for singles that is. And then for just random spells, random monsters, you run a Chaos Sork or BLS, and then for hand traps you run Gauze. That's a pretty good lineup. And now for the Lightsworn lineup, which is the main lineup of the deck, you run one Arcus, the Lightsworn Druid, 2 mil power. Monsters cannot be targeted. You only run one because it stuffs up Lumina. Stuffs up Lumina's effects because you have to target 1 to grave special summon. That's why you only run one, just for a Lightsworn target. So if you're not drawing in the Lumina and you have him in your hand, go normal summon. It's 2 mils, and then yeah, when he gets destroyed, it's a good Lightsworn target for JD. Jane, the Lightsworn Paladin. He's good. I only run him at 1, but there is another variation of this deck that runs less spells and more monsters that I've tested. It gave me some pretty good draws, but I like my original build better, at least for now. But yeah, he's 1/8. When he attacks, he becomes 2/1, and he's 2 mils. There's no bad point about running him. I just run him at 1. One Aaron. You can run more if you want, but I just run 1. Attack into a defense position, shuffle it back to your deck. So if you're in a situation where you're going up against a deck that involves flip summons or Gravekeepers when you're versing like spies and stuff, or if you're even in mirror match and you know they have a Rifle or something set, shuffle it back to their deck, and then it's a free mill, so mill's free. The only over level 4 that has to be normal summoned is Celestia, the Lightsworn Angel. It's good because you mill 4 and then pop 2 cards on their field. Doesn't have to be spells, doesn't have to be traps, could be monsters, could be a mixture of all. But yeah, and it's 4 mils, so. Okay, so that's it for all your singles. Just a quick recap. 1 Celestia, Aaron, Jane, Arcus, Gauze, Chaos Orc, Light Pulsar, Red MD, and Eclipse Wyvern. I don't know why I recapped that, but I know. Okay, now for your doubles, you're on 2 Lumina. You discard 1 card, so if you got your nasty wolves or something in hand, you discard that, or if you need 1 more target in your grave for JD, and you have like doubles of 1 of the light swans, you'll banish that, discard that, special summon 1 of your doubles, or special summon a level 4 or lower from grave, so you special summon 1 of your doubles, drop JD, and then you got a 1000 and a 3000 beater on the field. That move has actually won me a game. So 2 Lumina, 2 Lila. Also Lumina's a 3 mil. So Lila, pop a back, switch to fence, pop a back row. You can keep doing it. Like switch it to it. If they don't destroy it, switch it to attack, pop it, switch it to fence again, pop it. And it's a 3 mil. It's good putting in the fence to save yourself. You get 3 mils at the end phase anyway. And then when they put it in grave, it's a JD target, so that's good. And then the last 2 monster that you run is double Dark Flare Dragon. It's a dark target, so you can use it for Chaos Orc, Light Pulsar itself, or BLS or whatever. And then you can send 1 dragon type card from your hand, so Eclipse Wyvern, and send 1 from your deck, so a dark target or something. Banish Red Eyes Darkness Metal with Eclipse's effect, and then you banish them, add thing back to your hand, and then you have a BLS or anything. So it's a free way to get a dark target in your grave. I don't use his effect that much, but you can do it. So just a quick recap of the 2s: 2 Light Pulsar, 2 Lila, 2 Lumina. Also, one more thing. Let me know if you like the way that I'm displaying the deck, like showing you the cards and explaining as I go. Let me know, or if you like the separate videos where I explain, so that way if you just want to know what I run in the deck, you don't have to sit through me explaining. Just let me know. Okay, and then for the triples, you run 3 Wolf. I want it sent from your deck to the grave, so when you mill it, or if you foolish burial it or something, special summon it to the field, it's 2/1 beater. It sucks when you draw it. People tell me to run, well, Bound Mortal tells me too much to run 2, but I like it at 3. Because I usually mill 2 at a time, because they're usually always in the deck together. If you don't already draw into them way too much, just like, mill 2, special summon to the field. Which has happened to me a lot lately. Triple Raikou. He pops card on the you set him down so it protects you. They attack it, you flip it over, pop 1 of their monsters, pop their second monster if they have 2. If not, pop their 1 monster and you mill 3. So, and then last but not least, Triple JD. It's the main card of the deck. If you have 4 light swans in your grave, you special summon him. You can pay 1000 to blow up the whole field, so he's got Black Rose effect. He's easy to summon. He's a 3000 attack monster, and he stays on the field when you blow up the field. So it's awesome when you have like 2, sometimes 3 in hand, because you like drop 1, blow up the field, drop another 2, attack the game, or drop another 1 if they're on like 6000. I was versing Bound Mortal last night. I go, drop JD. He's like, okay. Pay 1000, destroy his thing. He had the Z mains. I was on 3-5, went down to 2-5. I'm like, okay, what life length am I on? He's like 2-5, alright. Pay 1,000 again. Blows, destroys his mains, and he's like, alright, you have to inflict 6,000 damage to me. Had 2 cards in hand, like you have to inflict 6,000 damage to me to win. Drop a second JD, attack the game. Problem? I think not. So yeah, quick recap of the freeze. Free JD, free Raikou, and free Wolf. That's the monster lineup. It's the main part of the deck with 25 monsters, including BLS. So there's 24 in my hand right now. But yeah, it's a pretty good monster lineup. Okay, now for the spell lineup. Spell lineup's pretty simple. As you notice, it's like most of the deck here. There's 13 cards, 13 spells, I think. Yeah, there's 25 monsters, 13 spells, 3 traps. It sounds about it. Yeah. Yeah, it makes 41. Yep. Okay, so staples. You run Dark Hole, 1 Swords, and 1 Reborn. I'm not going to recap the spells because it's just no point. Reincarnation, when you mill your BLSs or your JDs and stuff and you have Wolfsaw, you need 1 more Lightsworn target in hand. You discard that Lightsworn, add JD, special JD, it's good. I would run a second one, but I can't find any at my locals and I don't really want to buy one. I could take it up to 42 just for that, but I'll leave it as it is. Card destruction, for those times that you get the dodgiest hands, you notice or if you're versing Sams, you notice they're adding shithouse, you're just like, huh, next turn, you still got a hand, card destruction. Yeah, that's right, puts Lightsworn targets in grave, and I get to recycle my hand. And you lose all the cards you just added. It's good when you're versing like decks to like add. You're like, okay, I'm gonna make you discard all those cards and possibly make you deck out if I'm good enough. Okay. And then the last single card is Charge of the Light Brigade. You mill 3 cards, add 1 level 4 from your deck. So you can add any Lightsworn you need. The main part of this card is milling 3. I usually go into Raikou, since Raikou is the monster on the picture. But yeah, it's the best part about that card is the mill 3. And then 1 more single card, Foolish Burial, like I explained later. Bounce your wolves to the grave, special summon them to the field. Easy as. And then you run triple MST. Because you don't have much back row to negate stuff or anything, you could run the Stolen Brigade, but I don't. This helps you a lot. Other than Lila, this is your only destroy and heavy. Wait, do I run heavy in this deck? I can't even remember anymore. No, I took heavy out, that's right. But yeah, you took heavy out, but this is the best combo here, is just free MST. Because you don't run heavies. And then triple solar recharge. You discard 1 Lightsworn, so usually your Wolf or a JD target. If you need it, draw 2, then you mill 2. So this deck's based around milling, which is good. And then your last 3 cards are free traps. 1 single Starlight Road, double MSQ. So yeah, I'm loving the fact that I can upload 15 more longer than 15-minute videos, because these take ages. But yeah, those 3 cards are the only traps you run, and it works. Okay, now for the extra deck first, just because I like it. those 4 cards there because they're not part of extra. But you run 1 Zen mains. Sometimes I run 2, but this time I'm only running 1. 1 Utopia. Just because you can. You don't usually use your extra deck unless you Starlight Road, but these are just last resort. None of your light swans are big enough. Go in the Lumina, special summon a level 4, and then hope for fire trucks you can do something else. Bring out another level 4 and just go, yeah, what now? Gemini Pearl, just to run over Xians and stuff when you're going up against your Sams. Illuminate, just for those times when you're drawing crap, and then 2 Stardust for your Starlight Road. Okay, now I haven't shown you guys these yet, so I'm going to show you quickly. My 4 homemade, well, my 4 tokens, my custom tokens. I'll do a video showing you how I made these, but the Dolko one, the tin one, not the one from the other one, so don't go raging on me. Blaze Phoenix, I reckon the picture looks pretty good. I stuffed it up in the middle, like I ripped the paper off the foil, so there's like a giant square, but you can't see it unless like it's really close up. Even then you can't see it while it's in the card sleeve, so it's better. Hero Flash, first one I did, also the best one I did. I didn't stuff it up at all or anything, so yeah, this card was good. And then this was the second. This was the second card, the second token I did, but it's also my worst token I did, because the picture is not as big as the actual token picture. So I can still see lines up here and down there and everything, but it's still pretty good, and it's a red-eyed zombie dragon for those of you that don't know those picture. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you those because also I can make them for you if you provide the token and the picture. It costs I'll do a video when I do a tutorial on how to do it, or on how I do it. There'll be pricings and stuff there. I'll be doing Obelisk Tormentor from the Legendary Collection as a token. Yeah. And then of course, last but not least, the side deck. Now, I gotta sort this out now. So I was shuffling this earlier, I forgot to sort it out again. And okay, so here we go. The side deck. For monsters, you only run 3. Eclipse Wyvern, Plague Spreader Zombie, Light Pulsar Dragon. Eclipse is just if you're not getting 1, if 1's just not good enough and you're drawing in the wolf way too much, you side him out. Plague Spreaders, if you don't have enough dark targets, you side him out. And Light Pulsar, you side him in if you got too many dark targets and you're not drawing enough banished monsters. Okay, and then okay, sorry, zoned out for a sec. Go from a different dimension. When you have to, when game 1, you have to mill those light swarms that you need in your grave. You're drawing JD a lot, but you need to banish as well to summon. Side this in to put them back in your graveyard. Heavy Storm is to when you're versing trap and when you're versing back row heavy decks, you play that. Pot of Avarice, when you're milling so much, like bringing out fields full of mill, and you mill yourself out game 1, or you're about to mill yourself out or something, put in Pot of Avarice. Book of Moon, for those times when Raiko just stays on the field in the fence, you don't want to change him to attack, you can Book of Moon him again, so next turn flip him up, face up, and reset the thing. Or you can set a monster so that Aaron can run into it and shuffle it back to the attack. That's why that's good. Double Prohibition, for those matchups where you're versing decks that you know what card's good, like Down Mortal's Gear Guy deck. Side Prohibitions in, I will go Fortress, Gear Frame. I stuff up his 2 biggest combos of the deck, Fortress and Gear Frame. It brings out his, oh, I have to do this, blah blah blah. Shit, that's why you run that. It's like, oh, I have to do this to stop you from doing that, blah blah blah. There are all the spells that you run inside. Now, for this deck, if you're siding in a trap, you side out a trap. If you're siding in a monster, you side out a monster. Siding in a spell, you side out a spell. That's just the way this deck is run. So you don't have to, but preferably with the traps part, because running more than 3 traps just kills your deck dead. Okay, so run a Starlight. Just for if one Starlight's not good enough, they're destroying all your monsters. Beckoning Light, it's another way to get JDs and stuff to your hand, and put more Lightsworn targets in there. Double Light Spiral, for those decks that, those matchup decks where you know that you're going up against decks that revolve around top decking and stuff, like Infernities, play these. Oh, every card I mill, you have to banish the top card of your deck. So you play Aaron mills 3 at the end phase, they banish the top 3. So you have Lila, Lumina, Aaron on the field. You banish, sure, you mill 9, but they banish 9. Think about it. And then with decks that are like Exodia Draw or something, and they have no cards stem back from banished, this works well against Exodia pair-ups, because you have a chance of banishing a piece of Exodia, and that is why this is good. And then, last but not least, your last 2 cards are Deep Prisons. Another one where you realize monsters are working in grave. They need their monsters in grave, like you're paired up against another Lightsworn or something. Side in Deep Prisons and Light Spirals instead. I'd do Deep Prison and a Light Spiral and take your other cards out. That's usually what I would do. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. Sorry this is a long video. This is why I said tell me if you want me to explain. Sorry about the bad lighting. I really don't like this camera. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. You go all the way.